Coach Aaron Glenn is not messing around. After the game, he said, the one thing to me that turned this game around was the turnovers. We can't do it. We have to be a more disciplined team. We had some penalties that happened in that game that were true discipline issues. And again, that's something that we will address because you will not be on the field with this team if you are going to cause us to lose games. And that is what has happened today with Xavier Gipson. Xavier Gipson was an undrafted free agent 2 years ago. He had that semi-famous now kick return on the Aaron Rodgers Achilles game. That's what we're calling it now, the Aaron Rodgers Achilles game, where he, in overtime, ran back the punt and won the game for the team. After that, it's all been downhill. Obviously, last week, he cost us the game against the Steelers with that terrible, terrible fumble on the kickoff that allowed the Steelers to go up by, I think it was 5 points at that point. So he's gone. I don't think he should have ever been on the team. We had guys that could return the ball that are much better than him. And this is a sign of change for the Jets. In the past, Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas would have likely kept some guy around because, I don't know, maybe because they had some sort of emotional investment in him. They still think he had something. But again, it's over. Xavier Gipson is gone. Maybe someone picks him up on the practice squad. I don't know. Look, you cannot put the ball on the ground 10 times in 35 games. That's the facts. 10 fumbles in 35 games. That is a fumble every 3.5 games. You cannot sustain a football team if you are continuously turning it over on special teams. Special teams can be the hero of games, or they can be the demise of a game. And we saw that week 1. You cannot put the ball on the ground that many times and expect to still have a job. So good for Aaron Glenn. Good for Darren Mucci for following through. This is a new regime. This is a new attitude towards building a football team that we haven't seen, I think, since Rex Ryan. Aaron Glenn is emotionally invested in this team the way I think Rex Ryan was back in 2009 when he was hired. Why? Because he has an emotional and personal attachment to the team. Aaron Glenn is the type of coach that I think is going to rather die than see this team fail. And he's going to do everything he can, and good for them for sticking to their guns. They sent a message not only to the league, but to the locker room. If you cost us games, you won't be here. Quote, literally, you will not be on the field with this team if you're going to cause us to lose games. He is a man of his word, and I can absolutely respect that. So, who's going to return kickoffs now? Jets have a few options. They have, I believe, Kiki Nwanu, who is injured. You have Arian Smith, draft pick this season. You have Isaiah Davis, who is in his second year, running back. And you have Jamal Pritchett, who's on the practice squad. A lot of guys feel like Jamal Pritchett, undrafted free agent, should have gotten the job over Gipson. He was kind of clearly the better one in preseason, but for some reason, they gave the job to Gipson, and it cost us a game. And hopefully going forward, this won't have to be an issue anymore. Personally, I would like to see what Arian Smith can do back there. I think he's got a ton of speed. Well, we know he's got a ton of speed. And, you know, he's a draft pick. He's clearly a better player than an undrafted free agent. So we will see. And honestly, also, some guys out there are going to say this isn't good because you're losing a wide receiver, and we don't have a lot of wide receivers. Xavier Gipson had like 3 catches for 40 yards last season. He is not anything to write home in the wide receiver game. He is unable to get open. He's a small guy. He's not particularly fast. And again, I hate to see guys lose their job, but this is a business. This is football. And if you're going to cost our team games, you won't be here. Let me know what you guys think. This is obviously good news for the team. Hopefully someone picks him up on the practice squad, but we'll see what happens moving forward.